You're listening to The Weekend Take. And now your host, Sean Schaefer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Weekend Take. I'm your host, Sean Schaefer. Joining me this week on The Weekend Take as my special guest is Eric Vollweiler, who is a producer and marketing consultant for film festivals and entertainment events. Eric, how are you doing?
Good. How are you? And thank you so much for having me on the show today.
I'm doing well, thank you, and it's a pleasure to have you on. So, Eric, for the people listening, can you explain to us a little more about what a producer and marketing consultant is for film festivals and entertainment events?
Basically, my job, first and foremost, is to raise money, so fundraising, by selling sponsorships and advertising to finance film festivals and entertainment events. Besides that, I am also involved with public relations, booking entertainment professionals to speak on panels. I also do social media, and I do production on film festivals and entertainment events as well.
How does one go about matching the right sponsor with the right event?
Well, it's interesting. The film festival world caters to a higher income level audience. Sometimes you think outside of the box. You're not always going after camera companies, sound companies, lighting, grip, entertainment payroll, entertainment insurance companies, which are all good markets for film festivals. But I'll go after banks, insurance companies, law firms, real estate, jewelry stores, car dealerships, airlines, hotels, resorts. The list goes on of people that want to market to that higher income level audience.
Are you a part of the group that talks with these sponsors and about who wants to contribute to the swag bags or just contribute things to the attendees?
When selling sponsorships overall, the swag bag is one of the items that they'll be able to purchase in their package. There's so many different items that potential sponsor can purchase, and it really depends on what they're trying to sell and brand.
I myself and this show are trying to always, week after week, grow who our audience is and reach out to potential sponsors. So that may be a conversation you and I have. What are some of the bigger festivals that you've contributed to?
The Silver Lake Film Festival is one of my favorites. It was probably one of the largest film festivals I worked on. The films were incredible, and the parties, the panels that they had taking place were really good. And then, of course, I've done different events, not just working on film festivals, but parties at major film festivals. I just completed my second event at the Sundance Film Festival, which was a success. And, that's, of course, one of the largest film festivals. And it's kind of cool to go back there, as I was a volunteer at Sundance. I always say that's one of the first learning experiences on film festivals was at Sundance. Out of all the film festivals, I don't know. I mean, every one is different. I've been working on film festivals now for over 14 years in 9 different states. And my goal is just to keep on moving across the country and doing more states that I haven't worked in.
And I'm familiar with your work in the festivals firsthand, as you helped put together the Saratoga International Film Festival a couple years back, which I ran a panel on cinematography.
Yeah, that was for what we did there. That was a big success. We had over 400 film submissions. We had over 1,000 attendees for our first year film festival. That was pretty amazing.
How far typically in advance do you start talking with a festival?
I'm actually booking into 2020 already. And what I mean by that is I'll be like a ghostwriter in a way. I'll jump onto an event either by providing prizes sometimes for film festivals for the filmmakers, or just jump in and see how much I can raise in a short term. And, usually it takes about 6 months to work on a whole festival fully and to really raise a good amount.
So given that it takes about 6 months, you're saying, kind of soup to nuts to put together a festival, are you able to do multiple festivals concurrently, or is okay, I'm taking this 6-month block and I'm doing this festival, and then I'm going to do this 6-month block and do this film festival? Or can you do multiple festivals concurrently?
I would say in the last 2 years, 2017 and 2018, I worked on about 12 each year.
Oh, wow.
But again, I didn't work on full-time work on 12. It was more like jump on board to one and then do as much as I can, jump on board to the next, do as much as I can. The cool thing about what I do is that there's not a lot of other people that work in sponsorship towards film festivals, I've realized over the years. And it's basically me bringing money that they didn't have already to the table.
Looking at 2019, what is the next festival that you're going to be a part of, I guess, on the calendar year? So here we are, we're in March. What's next on the docket?
The Golden State Film Festival is the second year. It's coming up on March 22nd through the 28th, and it's taking place at the TCL Chinese Theater, which is one of the most famous theaters of all time.
Groman's.
Right.
Groman's Chinese Theater?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, of course. Whenever there's a big premiere or someone's getting a star on the Walk of Fame, you go to Groman's for the ceremony. So that's fantastic. That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm a marketing consultant on that festival. And then in April, I have the Kansas City Film Fest International, April 10th through the 14th. And then I just took on an event. It's called the 2019 Producers Honors Awards. It's taking place April 17th at the Hard Rock Cafe in Las Vegas. And then the Artemis Women in Action Film Festival, which is in Beverly Hills and Santa Monica, April 25th through the 28th is when that's taking place. And then I have the 28th annual Woods Hole Film Festival in Cape Cod, and that's coming up July 27th through the August 3rd. And then I'm also part-time working on the Hip Hop Film Festival, which is in Harlem, New York, and that's August 1st through the 4th. And then the New York State International Film Festival in Albany. We don't have a date yet for it. And then the final festival will be the Fort Lauderdale International Film Festival, November 1st through the 17th, and that's in Fort Lauderdale.
So it sounds like with what you're doing, you get to do a fair amount of travel. I mean, do you make sure that you do an in-person kind of appearance at these festivals when they happen and when you're working on them?
Sometimes it depends on my contract with the festivals, but in the last couple of years, I have done a lot of traveling. This year, it's going to be, I think, a lot less traveling. I mean, I'm probably going to be going to Cape Cod this summer for the festival there. I might even go to Harlem for that festival as well. The last couple of years, 2017 and 18, were a lot more traveling than this year for sure.
Now, how about international film festivals? Do you get to dabble in those at all?
I'm in the process of seeing about producing a panel at Toronto this year in September. I have been to the Toronto International Film Festival, and it's a great festival for sure.
Aside from the sponsors stuff, you mentioned helping get people and panels together. How does one go about planning a panel for a festival?
When I focus on that, I look, what's the most important learning target for a filmmaker? So I'll do everything from like film financing, film distribution, entertainment law, entertainment insurance, screenwriting, casting, maybe have a couple of filmmakers who have been successful on the film festival circuit. It really depends, but those are some of my strong topics. And then when researching, a lot of times I've worked with people that can talk about film distribution and film financing and entertainment law. So with film financing, there's entertainment attorneys. There's also filmmakers out there that have raised a lot of money that love talking about it as well and have written books. So you just try to find the best people. And the most important thing is for the filmmaker, as you know, from doing a workshop at Saratoga, that you want to educate the best and fully you can.
I'm sure what you do encompasses more than just festivals. I'm sure, is there any times when you're doing stuff that has to do with maybe conventions or other prominent like entertainment, basically any type of entertainment, like networking type events? Like, do you do those as well, or is it mostly festivals?
In the past, I have definitely done trade shows and conferences, galas. Besides trade shows, conferences, galas, parties at major film festivals. I've also done like music festivals. One of my first major events I did was in LA. It was the Youth Actors Expo, which was to educate parents about breaking into the entertainment industry the correct and legit way. And that was one of my favorite, first events I ever did. And then from there, I really got involved with film festivals after.
For yourself, having all this knowledge and network base, would you ever think about trying to start or found or create a festival yourself, or just kind of working under the banner of more established film festivals is more your cup of tea?
I think for right now, just working for established film festivals is really my focus.
Okay. Working around all these filmmakers and these festivals, do you yourself ever kind of get the itch to be the filmmaker to make the film, or what are your thoughts on that?
Not my thing. I did experience a couple of films, working on films in the past, as an associate producer or producer. Even I tried some acting back in the day, but I really like, producing the event itself that focuses around filmmakers and the performing arts.
And are there similar events that are around maybe like the stage and theater world that you've dabbled in, or is it mainly the motion picture industry?
I actually started with theater. I went to school. I was a performing arts theater major. So I really started in college. I was producing and marketing plays. So it's sort of marketing a play, and producing a play is sort of marketing a film festival. It crosses over, as you know what I mean?
Eric, if someone wants to get in touch with you, connect with you on social media, how would they go about doing that?
You can find me on LinkedIn by Eric Vollweiler. I'm also on Facebook. I have a Facebook group called Film Festivals Produced and Marketed by Eric Vollweiler. And then you can also friend me on Facebook by searching for Eric Vollweiler.
And I'll be sure to put pertinent links in the episode description as well. So Facebook and LinkedIn, and there's a group for your work on festivals. I do want to thank you for spending some time with us and talking about what you do, and check out Eric on LinkedIn and on Facebook as well. Links will be in the description below for the episode. Thank you, Eric, for coming on the show and talking with us.
Thank you for having me, and I look forward to promoting the episode for you and promoting your show.
That about wraps it up for us here this week on The Weekend Take. I want to thank Eric Vollweiler for calling in to tell us a bit more about what he does and himself as a producer and marketing consultant for film festivals and entertainment events. The Weekend Take is on social media as well. We're on Twitter at Weekend Take. We're on Facebook at www.facebook.com/The Weekend Take. And please check out our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/The Weekend Take, where for as little as $1, you can become a patron of The Weekend Take and get exclusive access to extended cuts of the episodes if you want to hear more of the conversation had this week and any of the previous weeks with some of our guests. That about does it for me. So until next week, I hope everyone enjoys their week ahead, and we'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye.
You've been listening to The Weekend Take. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes and Google Play, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Visit our Patreon page to become a patron of The Weekend Take, and for as little as $1, you'll receive exclusive content and perks.